Far from the nation's banking and manufacturing centers, the Santa Clara Valley was not, at first glance, an obvious spot for a technology company. All of the leading electronics firms, Westinghouse, General Electric, Raytheon, IBM, then had their headquarters on the East Coast. But Shockley had personal ties to the valley. His mother had lived there for years, and the land was blessedly cheap. Hoping to entice aerospace and electronics companies to the region, Stanford University was offering long-term leases in Palo Alto at bargain basement prices.
Setting aside land that could be leased to those companies was, I think, a very, very important thing. And so we have the university then connecting with industry.
This has just created a terrific atmosphere for entrepreneurship.
By the time Shockley set up his laboratory, a handful of other electronics firms, Hewlett-Packard, Varian, Litton, also operated in the valley, as did the Missile Systems Division of Lockheed Aircraft. Here and there, the agricultural landscape already was beginning to give way to suburban subdivisions and large industrial structures. And as they had more than a century earlier during the gold rush, Americans were heading to California in ever-increasing numbers, some 3,000 a month in the late 1950s, in search of opportunity.
People came to California to get started again in their lives in new directions. The idea of the new is a very exciting thing for Californians. You're not as limited to what has gone before.
For Shockley and the other entrepreneurs in the valley, there was the genuine feeling of starting something from scratch.
This was pretty much a technological wilderness when they came here. Like the early pioneers that moved west, they somehow struck out without really knowing what the outcomes were going to be.